Hi,
Oh,
everybody. Hi, Zoila, Beth, and Kirsten. Thanks for coming in.
hello, ladies. And if we have any gentlemen, oh, goodness.
Hope everybody's doing good today and is staying safe with the storms.
The guy that James, my husband James, works with, his sister passed away several months ago from cancer, and they're having her celebration of life in the same area this week, in the same area where those horrible Texas floods were.
Oh, no.
So,
Hi, Kendra. Hi, Dee.
hi, Kendra, Dee, Beth. Yeah, I noticed that. I've got another one that goes with it pretty good too. So I finished. Well, I maybe finished my fruit stripe napkin. I wanted to get a consensus of people. Okay, it is that big, which means that it makes a good lapkin because it goes from my feet to just above my waist. But I don't know. Do y'all think I should make it bigger so that it would go across the foot of my bed? Because I've got my rainbow bedspread that I use in the spring and summer.
Hi, Linda. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Linda, Jen.
Yeah, that would be pretty at the foot of your bed or on the back of your couch, either way.
Yeah, my living room's brown and teal, so we're not going to do that. I did that this morning. Folded two loads,
Hi, Mateo.
put them up. Well, I folded, son put them up. So, what do you all think? I want to vote here. Make it bigger or keep it the same size?
Hi, Lacey.
Shalom, Lacey. Every time I see you, Lacey, that reminds me to call my cousin in law. Her and her husband moved to Portugal several years ago. They didn't like the nature of the people that were settling in St. Louis. She didn't like the racial intonations of people that were settling around here, her. And they lived in one of those gated communities. And her husband is Burmese, and she's not. And apparently, they were people in her neighborhood were making them very nervous. So they sold. He sold his business. They're living in Portugal. They're safe. Hello, Pam.
Hi, Pam. Hi, Kim
Hey,
G.
G.
They're saying to make it a little bit bigger.
Okie dokie. I think probably one more iteration of the colors. And Kirsten, I have not forgotten about writing the pattern down. I will do that. I promise.
I I would like to have the pattern for that. I just think that is so pretty.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the pattern and use the colors that I used. And keep in mind that you can use any colors that you want. You don't have to use as many colors as I did. I just used the Roy G. Biv thing, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I didn't put indigo in it because I don't have any. But I had all the other colors. So, and then when I get done, I'm going to tie off the ends and cut them all off evenly.
Drive safe, Kim.
So, yeah, anybody that wants the pattern, I will write that up this week. I'll put it on my list of things to do. It's just, I caught a little stomach bug and I was not feeling anything even closely resembling human. So, hey, Bonnie. You forgot your earbuds? Oh, no. Turn the volume down.
Linda asks if you're doing fringe.
Yeah. I'm going to take the fringe or the ends. And this is how I usually do these Afghans. And you take the ends that you've left and you take like 3 or 4. In this case, I think 4. And you tie your knot. Like so. And then you do that all the way
You have
to
to
the
lift
end.
it up a little bit. We can't see what you're doing.
Okay. You do that all the way to the end, and then you cut off the ends even. Because, yeah, my ends are not necessarily even. Just because I don't measure those things. Maybe I should. Never have. Probably never will.
Hi, Denise Lee.
That's
Hi,
how
Bonnie.
I fringe it. See, with this, it fringes itself. So that's one of the things that attracted me to this first. When I made the first one was because it makes the fringe itself. And I kind of suck at making fringe, so this was really cool.
That is a mosaic pattern, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I just love those colors.
Yep. Well, I started it for Pride Month. The rainbow flag, the rainbow Afghan. That's why I made my rainbow quilt or quilts.
Sure, Beth. Go ahead.
Excuse me.
Linda says even if you measure them, you still have to trim them to make them even.
Yeah, I know. But I think it's easier to tie your yarn ends. Sorry. My cord became entangled. And when that happens, it lowers the amount of oxygen flowing. So I'm better now. I can breathe.
Oh, Pam, I want to see that.
Ooh,
I love teal and purple together.
yeah.
Oh, that sounds pretty, Lacey.
Um, oh, Pam, I bet that's gorgeous. Lacey, we'd love to see your blanket and your pillow sham.
Beth sent me a update of her shawl.
Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, that is striking.
Yes, it is. Wow.
That is gorgeous.
I can't believe that's yarn art yarn. I don't know why, but it's just, wow.
Oh, yeah, I can believe that's yarn art.
Oh, Lacey thinks that would be great. Okay, Pam.
Yeah, and we'll show these again on Monday because it isn't just, Mondays aren't all about just what you finished, it's about what you're working on too.
Right.
So,
Yeah, Dee, I don't know if I ever told you that. Beth said that the yarn she's using for this shawl is the yarn art yarn that she won from you. Uh, oh, is that a challenge, Kendra?
I don't know, Kendra. I think you already got the ones I was interested in. Yeah. Excuse me. I'll just show up, and if I see something I want, so be it. I've got enough brown now, Kendra. I'll let you have the brown.
Hi, Melanie J.
Hi, Melanie.
Get tonight is the dib sale at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, I've got to get supper done in time. How bad is that?
Kirsten.
Oh, Kirsten, I feel for you, hon.
Yes, please leave your thumbs if you would not mind. We really haven't thought about growing our channel, but now we're thinking that we would like to try to grow our channel.
Yep.
Not super big, but just grow some.
Yeah, I'd just be happy to get over 500. I don't know about you.
Yeah. Yep, same here. Because right now we have 333 subscribers.
Well, maybe I can pull in my husband and the kids. Not that they'd be active subscribers or anything, but you never know. My kids, maybe. At least they get to see their old mom once a week.
Right. There you go. Hi, Anvita. Thanks for coming in. Beth said she's having more Walmart delivery problems. I had a delivery slot of 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Still hasn't been picked up by anyone yet. Oh, no.
Vita.
Hi, Ellie.
Oh, hey, Ellie. What was it we wanted to talk to Ellie about? I've been sick. I'm going to use that as my blanket excuse for forgetting. There was something we wanted to talk to Ellie about, Diana, and I don't remember what it is.
I don't either.
Okay. Oh, yeah. The browns, especially Dee's browns, they're so rich. And
They are. I agree.
in term of, in the parlance of fiber dyeing, they're so well saturated. Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm still finding Mars hair. Holy cow. Eek.
Melanie, I don't know if you can see this bag right here. That one and the one in front of it is what I've got bagged up for you so far. I have to vacuum seal the big bag.
Who's that for?
For Melanie J and her daughter-in-law. They're
Okay.
working on some things together using the bulky yarn. I've never tried doing the food order or the pickup orders at Walmart.
Oh, Factor Food is one of those delivery services that they deliver meals that are pre-prepared, and all you have to do is warm them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're never, with Factor though, they're never frozen. They're always fresh. So that's,
Oh, neat. You got a niece that's going to work on them too. That's so cool, Melanie, that you got three of you going to be working together on making them.
Yep. Multi-generational.
How do they keep it fresh, though, if it's coming through the
Well,
mail?
you only get so many meals. Like you order with Factor, I'm not sure how many it is, but you order like so many meals. They have a limit on it. I think it's either 5 or 7. And you order so many meals, and then you cook what you want the first night, and the rest of them stay fresh in the fridge. They're vacuum sealed. So, you buy meat and you buy vegetables and you buy things that you keep in your refrigerator for dinner for the week. You're getting 5 meals a week. Okay.
All right, I'm going to share Pam's Shaw, Agatha Shaw. She says here that the colors are teal and purple from my Tied with Love collection that Rena did for her. That is cool. This is
Cool.
yarn that she, what's the word I want? Designed, I guess.
Yeah.
Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Ooh, pretty, pretty.
Oh, it comes in a cooler.
Yeah.
Oh, that's different. Pam, this is gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
I seen a comment here. Oh, I just seen on the news there was a couple that had a wine cellar in their basement, and they were found unalived. And what it was they had dry ice down there to keep the wine cool. And when dry ice melts, I guess it turns into carbon dioxide.
Yep. Dry ice is carbon dioxide frozen.
Right. So
That's why it's so cold.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, but it all, it seeps up through the floor into the house.
Oh, wow.
They kind of signed their own unalive warrant.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Yeah.
Because they didn't do the research.
Well, they said a lot of people that have wine cellars use that.
Why?
I don't know.
If you
I wouldn't after knowing that.
If you have a true wine cellar, it should stay the temperature that you need for your wine.
Right. Especially in the basement, because aren't you supposed to dig it so far deep where it's the same temperature year round?
Yeah.
Yes, Kendra, some type of ventilation. It's sad
Yeah,
because they were
with dry ice, you actually need to have some sort of containment with ventilation.
Yeah.
Where it's contained and then the carbon dioxide is vented outside.
Right. Yeah. Yes, I have, Beth. And Melanie J, I agree. God bless Texas and North Carolina and all the flooding. Has the North Carolina flooding gotten close to you this time, Melanie? Yeah, they do. If you say the other word, they sometimes delete your video. Yeah, they said the firemen had to leave the house, put their masks on or whatever. Them
Yeah, they had to they had to use their respirators.
Right, to
Otherwise,
go back.
They would have succumbed.
Yeah, and then they had to air the house out before the coroner could even go in there.
Yep.
They were preparing for the 4th of July party. So it's sad.
No party is worth my life.
No. Well, then I heard New Mexico got hit too.
Good.
Yep, I heard they got hit really bad with the flood. I have mixed feelings on that one in Texas, A lot of I think it's just I have a lot of questions to why. Oh, I'm really sorry, Ellie. I hope she's doing okay. Yeah. Was it the harp, Lacey? I know about the harp, but I didn't know if there was other ones because they said they seeded the clouds like 2 hours before that storm.
Yeah, that storm where the water rose 20 feet in a matter of 47 minutes.
Right. Yep. Oh, wow, Pam. I hope he stays safe. Hi, Gwen. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Noelle. It is. It's all very sad, guys. It's. I really hope that some people stop and think about what happened there and learn from that horrible mistake. I don't know if they will, but I hope they
Mhm.
do.
I don't know. Hey, Mama Gwen. Noel, how are you? It's good to see everybody here today.
Oh, good, Pam. I'm glad to hear that they left the area for a while.
Yeah.
So, what is everyone working on? I'm still trying to get that poncho done of Dee's pattern. Um, I can't work on it like I want to right now with my household situation, but soon I will be able to go back to working on stuff. Um, yes, they are doing way more than cloud seeding. If you look up the harp in Alaska, you'll learn a lot. It's crazy. It's just crazy to think that they allow something like that, you know? Well, don't forget on Mondays at 6:30 Central, we're going to be doing Monday Makes. Um, you can email me pictures, send them on Messenger, however you want to do it.
Yeah,
Um,
and that also includes things that you're working on currently.
right. Yep. Dee said she's working on the same mosaic blanket, summer top, and parasol. Yarn dyeing is done, so I can get back to work now. Right, Pam? The humidity in this heat is just crazy too. Oh, Noelle says she recently finished a bod summer wrap using yarn I won from Dee's, red, white, and blue. Ooh, I bet that's gorgeous. But it was too hot to wear it on the 4th.
Isn't that the truth? Anything but cotton is too hot to wear
Right.
during the summer.
I didn't realize so many people liked using the thinner yarns for shawls and stuff until recently. And it would make sense because the thinner yarns would make them so they're not so warm, right?
Yeah, thinner yarn and bigger hook. That way your stitches are nice and open too.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Ellie. Oh, Pam. Pam says that they don't have humidity there. It's just dry, hot heat, and it's been over 100 for the last few days.
Eek.
That sounds terrible.
I don't know. Everybody always says, "Oh, it's a dry heat." Hot is hot. I don't care.
That's true. But humidity makes it even worse.
Oh, humidity makes it worse, but hot is hot. Once you hit over 100 degrees, that's just hot.
Right. That's
Period.
true.
Full out, no stop.
Yeah, that's true.
So people tell James's uncle used to tell me that they lived in Arizona. Oh, it's a dry heat. I'm like, it's over 100 every day there in the summer. Dry heat, schmy heat. I
Right.
don't care.
Oh, Kendra says it's supposed to be 100 this afternoon, but only 21% humidity, which is high for us. We are in our monsoon season right now. Oh, Kendra, wow. For
Yeah,
sure,
stay
stay
safe.
safe. Hi, Helix. Thanks for coming in.
Lexi.
I can believe that, Lacey. Yep, I can believe that. Oh, Zoila.
Oh, I know. It's like 93 here. And I poke my head out and I can't breathe. It's like all the air goes away.
Our weather's been like in the 80s, and but for some reason, to me, it feels like in the hundreds.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. All right. Noelle sent me the picture of the wrap that she made.
I want to see.
Look at the gorgeousness of that.
Oh, that is gorgeous. I love that.
And Noelle, you said this was yarn you won from D or got from D?
Hello, Susan. I love that.
I
That
do
is
too.
gorgeous.
I'm assuming it is just like a rectangle wrap.
Looks like, well, to me, it looks like that.
Right. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, Noelle. Noelle. Oh, it's
Um,
yarn that she won from D.
yeah, very pretty.
Yes. You did a very good job there, Noelle. It looks very airy though, so I'm surprised it was still too hot to wear for the 4th.
It's probably wool.
Oh, true, true.
That's true, Melanie. Nobody keeps track of the homeless population.
True. Hi, Suzanne. Noelle, is that okay if I show that on Monday also? And Beth, can I show yours on Monday also that you shared? And Pam, can I show yours on Monday? Thank you, Noelle. How come you were nervous because it was lightweight yarn?
Some people don't like working with lightweight yarn, or they're not comfortable with it yet.
I wish I could learn the difference in yarn so that it was it drape. Is that the word I want
Hmm.
to get like a good drape? And one thing I really want to learn is how to tell the difference of like yarn that's going to do stripes. Um, if they're going to do a different thing, how some yarns do this, some yarns do that.
Hmm.
I want to really research and figure all that out. Hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
Oh no, well, that's the first time you used the skinny yarn. Well, that's awesome. You did a great job. I didn't realize years ago that you could use a big hook for the thinner yarn either.
Oh yeah, you can use a big hook for just about any yarn.
Right. I
Excuse
think
me.
an L is the biggest I've used. I have an M and an N, but I haven't used them yet.
A Q is the biggest I've used. And let me tell you, things work up fast when you're working with a Q.
I thought about trying a P or a Q.
I made one of my friends saw this Afghan that she just had to have, and it was made with a Q hook. I think I still have it around here somewhere. That thing was huge.
Did you use the bulky yarn with the bigger hooks?
No, I used like 3 or 4 skeins, or 3 or 4. No, that's not it. Yeah, it was three threads held together at once. So that was fun.
Hi, Karen. Karen says use larger hooks and needles to get lacy item with thin yarns. Kirsten says 25 millimeter is the largest that she has used. 25? What size is that?
I don't know. Hey, Adam, bring me my crochet hooks out of that tin. I think it's on the kitchen counter.
That's got to be big. When I try to work with the extra bulky yarn, it hurts my hands.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. What size is that?
That is it's either a P or a Q. I think it's a Q.
Oh wow.
Isn't that huge?
That is huge.
I keep it in here with my Tunisian hooks. Hey there.
Beth is asking if you've ever used that hook, Paula.
Yeah. Yeah. My girlfriend Kathy wanted an Afghan. It was made with a Q hook. And you hold 3 strands together and you work with that hook. Let me tell you, it only took me a couple hours to work up that Afghan.
Oh
But
wow.
it was so heavy. Oh my gosh.
Oh wow. Kirsten says a 25 millimeter is a size U hook.
Holy
And
cow. So Q R S T V W.
Ellie loves that chunky yarn works up fast. And Gwen says she's got one granddaughter that's using it to learn to crochet. She doesn't want to use the smaller hooks. Yeah, mine do too, Zoila, with the small hooks, but it seems like the thick yarn hurts my wrists and my hands. That broomstick lace is not something I've tried yet either. Oh no, Noelle says that wrap is a bod wrap. It's called Easy Summer Wrap using a 5 millimeter hook.
Huh.
Thanks, Noelle. Oh wow, Terry, that's neat that she can do it with her hands. Now, Karen says she looked for the big hooks to use multiple strands of bulky to make a basket.
Wow. You know, some Red Heart Super Saver gets a bad rap. Some of it is just fine. But yeah, some of it is really, really stiff and annoying. After
Right,
you wash it, it softens up.
right. I've heard that from a lot of people too.
So,
Beth said she used to go to church with a lady who made blankets and she used Red Heart Super Saver yarn and she was blind.
yeah.
Lacey said she's knitted with her hands before.
What the heck was that?
I don't know, I seen that too. Gwen, my granddaughter made like a bowl for her hamster to get in and cuddle with her. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, cute.
The biggest hook Noelle has used is the 15, and it hurt her hands.
I think that might be a P or a Q. With the smaller hooks, well, with the small hooks, it's like every every quarter inch you go up a size, and then you hit like um, once you hit like E, D, E, F, then it's every millimeter you go up a size. But once you get to like um, anything over like an L, I think it starts doubling. I'm not sure as far as hook sizes are concerned.
Karen says you can also arm knit. Loops on your arm, not sure how to change direction. That would be like really big loops, wouldn't it? Zoila. Zoila says she hasn't tried big hooks yet, but should she be looking forward to it?
Well, yeah, it is really, really tiring. Um, a Q is a well, this chart is kind of weird. Um, an M is a 13, an N is a 15, a P is a 16, and a Q is an 18. That doesn't seem right. But then an S is like a 19. And that's as high as this chart goes. So,
Kirsten sent a couple pictures of the hook.
holy cow. I'm not sure I could even work with that.
Right? Wow. That looks about as big as that one that you have, Paula.
Yeah, could be.
That would, I would think that would hurt your hand over time.
It does. Yeah. I did that Afghan in like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, and my wrist hurt for days after that.
I remember when I tried the Tunisian, the hooks that I have are like these.
Yeah, that's what my Tunisians look like.
And my right wrist hurt so bad after using it. But I
Uh-huh.
found out what I was doing was holding this like super tight. And I couldn't understand why I was doing it, but I couldn't get myself to not do it either.
It's because you're not used to the length. The longer you work with a long hook like that, the
Right.
better off you are.
I want to try and get some of them Tunisian hooks that has the cord on them.
I've got a set of those, and the hooks are, regular hook size. I've never tried them, but I have a problem with Tunisian crochet because I crochet so tight.
Yeah, me too. Oh, Kirsten said she could only work on the project for about 30 minutes at a time and she had to have a wrist brace on.
Yeah, yeah. I learned that if I want to use that big hook ever again, to wear a wrist brace because I swear, I think I sprained my wrist using it.
Oh, wow. Well, there you go, Beth. Get your order by Uber. We don't have any of that here.
You're too far away from Walmart. I live in Walmart country. I mean, I swear to goodness, I think, no, there are more Walmarts than there are churches in this area.
Right.
But I live in Walmart country, so of course.
See, Zoila, that's good to know because I kind of wondered if maybe that's why my hands would hurt after crocheting for long periods of time.
Hey, Margie.
Arrow lover, Diana, shelving that is white covers our doors that are clear. And if so, where did you get them? They do. They do not have doors on them. But they're just cubes that you snap together, and I got them off of Amazon. I got the white ones here, and then the black ones here.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
That's cool, Beth.
Yeah. No, there's no covers on them. They do. Amazon does have the ones with the little see-through doors on the front.
Yeah, you can buy it's basically the same thing, but um, when you're putting the shelves together, when you're putting the cubbies together, you just put the door on and it opens up.
Yeah. The train is here. I live literally right across the street from the train tracks. We're so used to it now, it doesn't really phase us.
Oh, I know. We used to live half a block less than maybe from the train in Illinois, and for like the first 6 months down here, we couldn't sleep because it was just too quiet.
Right.
You know, down here, yeah, we're close to the train tracks, but you only get like 4 or 5 trains a day, and most of those are during the day.
Oh, wow. Have a good day, Jen. Um, what I've thought about doing too is uh, before I moved my yarn into this room, I was going to take shower curtains and Velcro them to the top of the shelves because where I had my yarn before, the sun was always shining so bright. I was worried about it fading my yarn. But if you don't want to pay extra for the clear doors, you could always hang a shower curtain in the front of your yarn.
Yeah.
They got real pretty ones, or you can use just the basic clear or frosted ones. You could go either way with them.
Careful, Mindy Jindy. You have fun at work. Oh my goodness.
I'm hoping they get started on my shed soon so I can get that set up as my yarn studio. I'm so excited to do that.
You're gonna put a little AC unit in there?
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll need a heater for winter.
Right. I thought about getting one of them mini splits because they've lowered the price of them a lot. Because then it's got heat and air.
Yeah.
And you just put it right in the wall.
There's an idea.
Yeah. So I got the plywood to get started on the floor. There's a hole in the one corner that we have to cover up. And then my husband wants me to take all the siding off because we got some tin siding behind the garage. And he wants me to let them put that tin siding on the shed instead of the vinyl siding.
Is vinyl siding torn up or something?
It's like it's got gaps in places where, so if you're inside the shed, you can see daylight on the walls.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely.
So I don't know if they just didn't put it on right or what the deal was, but Linda, a mini split with heat pump is your best option. I will look into that.
Hello, Miss Katie.
Hi, Katie.
You are right. They are great for a quick getaway. We used to hop trains and we'd ride them from Mitchell into Granite City, which cut a lot of walking out. But then we got busted hopping trains, so we stopped.
Linda, I'm not real sure how big it is. I mean, it's a good size, but it's not like the size of a garage. We are going to put some plug-ins and electrical things out there, like a ceiling light and some plug-ins.
Yeah, I would definitely, if you can see gaps in the walls, I would definitely have them put the tin siding on, because if you don't, you're going to regret it.
Right.
If you can see sunlight, that means rain can get in.
Right. Right.
You're going to want a dehumidifier. Because I know Illinois is very, very humid. You don't want your yarn getting all soapy, soppy wet just from the humidity.
Right. I
So,
just like the idea of it all being, I don't have to come upstairs to get to it, when I get it, when they get it all done for me.
yeah, that's cool. You're going to put your computer in there too?
I am thinking about doing it to where I can do my videos and everything out there.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But then well, I guess if you got a laptop or a tablet, you could go, watch lives on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a group of girlfriends that we used to we used to get into all kinds of trouble, but we were just sweet little angels.
Kieran, I think it was the installation. I think however they installed it, they just didn't do it right. True, Linda. You definitely need electricity for a mini split out there.
Oh, a mini split has a dehumidifier.
Oh,
No,
that's
I just said that word not 5 minutes ago.
yeah, that's cool.
Oh, Dee, I've always been such an angel. I'm waiting for the lightning to strike. Y'all might want to move away from me. Yeah, we used to hop trains. We used to. We got into so much trouble. Our parents were like, "We should ban you guys from ever seeing each other again." Yeah, that lasted about a week. We all snuck out. Yep. We all snuck out and went to Horseshoe Lake and had a potty.
My grandpa was an engineer of the trains here. They used to pick him up right in his side yard,
Yeah.
and he had us scared to death of trains. They were cool to look at from a distance, but if you got too far, they would suck you under. You definitely didn't want to jump on one and hitch a ride. I mean, between him and my mom, they just had us scared to death of them.
Oh, really?
Oh, Gwen, she said she rode with the Desperados and Hell's Angels for a few years.
That's cool, Gwen. I rode with F Troop for 4 or 5 years.
You ever sit and think, how in the world did we live through what we did as
Oh,
teenagers?
geez, yeah. How in. I must have retired 4 or 5 guardian angels. You know? Yep. F Troop.
Yep,
Different names.
yep, we did that, Lacey. I've never seen anybody get on and off trains here.
Yeah, but I found, Gwen, that the bikers were some of In an emergency, they were the first there to help. They always donated the most. And in general, a big burly biker, all tatted up, would literally give you the shirt off your back, off their back, to help you.
Right.
Whereas all these people that sit around at garden parties and whatnot, oh, well, you don't deserve our help.
I mean, there is some biker gangs that you don't want to mess with, but the ones I think that come up or that had the worst reputation when we were growing up, I don't think they were near as bad as what people said they were. I see. Melanie says, look up the Spoon Lady. She's got a cool story about hopping trains.
Yep, I've heard about her.
Right, Noelle, the lawn darts. Yep.
Yep, lawn darts. And does anybody else remember clackers? I know some of you are close to my age. Come on. Yes, bikers get a bad rap, and it's just, I don't know why. I think it's propaganda. Oh, you don't want to grow up to be a biker. Rather, my kids grew up to be bikers than.
Cats.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot. All right, guys. I need to go and help do a bath for the baby.
Oh, does she like them yet?
No, she does not like being naked, and she does not like the water.
Oh, well, when she's about a month and a half old, she'll like them. Once her cord falls off and you can put her completely in the water,
Right.
she'll like them.
Yeah, she doesn't even like the wet wipes.
You're kidding.
No.
Silly girl.
Yeah. Beth says, remember what, Paula?
Clackers. Those stupid things that I think they were made out of either hard plastic or glass, and there was a ring, two big balls. You put it around your ankle and they clack together.
Oh, yes.
Those suckers used to explode. Just saying.
Lacey said when they started driving, they would go to the radio station late at night and they'd let them in and talk to them. But nowadays, they would be in trouble for that. Melanie says if you get a motorcycle magazine that shows several pages of rides they do to support all kinds of organizations. That is true.
Yeah, who is that lady that keeps messing with me? She's not my mama.
And Beth, actually, the Kaylin was just telling me yesterday, you know that clamp they put on the umbilical cords?
Yeah.
That clamp is now the alarm.
Yes.
I didn't know that they did that.
Yep.
I always thought the alarm was in the band around their ankles.
I loved clackers until my set exploded. Didn't like them after that. Had to go to to the doctor to get a piece dug out of my leg. That was fun. Hey, cat naps.
Oh, arrow lover, that's cool. You proved them wrong, didn't you?
Yeah. Hubby wasn't a biker, he was just a thug. Or that's what everyone thought of him.
Right, Zoila. Yeah, no, well, I'm surprised we survived our childhood too.
I think some of the stuff was meant to kill us, honestly. But, well, I'm going to get off of here. Yeah, 8 kids and 34 years later.
Oh, wow, arrow lover. That's awesome.
I'm going to get off of here and go fix some lunch and think about what to fix for supper. It's my husband's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, he's finally 65 again. Now we're the same age.
Oh, wow.
6 months of the year, I'm older than him.
Henry or Michael and Sam are the exact same age 1 month out of the year.
Mm. Oh, yeah, I used to burn your backside. I remember those.
Me too. All right, everybody have a good day. Don't forget about the dib sales tonight.
Yep, 6 o'clock Central
Yep.
Time.
And
I'll warm it up. What's my supper?
is there anybody else that we need to shout out? Yandy Joe is after the dib sale.
Yeah, Yandy Joe is after dibs.
Yep. So, and don't forget about Monday makes.
Monday, 6:30 Central.
Yep. We've
And I
already
should be
gotten
there.
some really awesome pictures to share with everybody. So, all right, everybody take care.
See
See you
y'all
later. Bye.